Yo, what's going on, Philadelphia Eagles fans? It's your boy Philly Day One. And hey, if you want to know who was calling those plays at the end of the game, in the second half of the game, you need to go to Philly Day One on YouTube and watch this video, because I got the sauce. I got to confirm who was calling them plays. Yeah, go up there and check out that video so you can find out who was calling them plays, man. Also, a lot of people was very worried about Lane Johnson with the neck injury and things like that. Neck injuries can be very scary, but Lane Johnson has confirmed he had a stinger in that game and he will be playing in Tampa. So that's really good news for the Eagles. Also, we heard that CJ got released by the Houston Texans, and I'm gonna give y'all my opinion on what I think about that, man. Should we go pick up CJ, man? What y'all think? Should we go pick up CJ? We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna let y'all know what I think. Also, Vic Fangio had a media day in which he said that somebody was gonna get an opportunity to play, and this might really shock you, who might be getting a chance to play, get an opportunity to play with the starters. It might shock you, so y'all stay tuned. And I told y'all for the main event, I told y'all I was gonna get y'all the video clips of AJ performance, like last game's performance, and how AJ was going beast mode. I was going to get y'all that film, and I got it. So let's get into it. All right, let's start with CJGJ. I don't believe we need him, y'all. To be quite honest, now we ain't gonna sit here and act like Reed been playing Pro Bowl safety ball. Like we're not gonna act like he playing Pro Bowl type numbers type stuff. We ain't gonna act like that. But Mukuba is still coming into his own. He's a ball hawk. He's made some very good plays for us. And I think it just stunts the growth of a guy who's your second round pick. You do not want to stunt the growth of these guys, man. He's getting confident. Like he said, if you follow me, I got him on one of these videos where he's saying when he get confident, it's going to be scary for the league. We don't necessarily need CJ, but I do like what he brings to the table as far as the dog mentality. So, you know what I'm saying? I would love to have CJ back. I just don't believe we need him. That's it. So let's moving on from that, man. I hope he find a team, somebody he feels worthy of playing for. You know what I'm saying? Because we fuck with you, CJ. Anyway, let's get into this Vic Fangio thing, man. Vic Fangio, while we in a defensive back situation, Vic Fangio has a couple of corners who are pretty banged up. And that's just right now. We don't know what they're going to look like tomorrow. Tomorrow, the injury report come out. And we don't know what they're going to look like tomorrow, which is Wednesday. We got Ja'Cory Bennett, who played pretty well, in my opinion. He played pretty well in the time he snapped. I think it was 11 snaps. He played against the Rams. He had a pass breakup. So I think he played pretty well. Adoree Jackson, I felt like played pretty well. He whipped on a tackle, but it was a lot of that going around against the Rams Sunday. So I'm not gonna hold that against him, but he played pretty well in my opinion. But I'm gonna let Vic Fangio say it right here before I go ahead and give my opinion on this.
Keely here recently, not in the last few days, but since the end of camp, I mean, he's going to get his opportunity at some point, and he got to be ready.
How did you feel with what you just said about Keely? How was he handled? Obviously, he was disappointed at the end of camp. He didn't win that job. How was he handled, and what gives you the confidence that, at some point he'll be out there?
I think he's handled it very well. Hadn't affected his role as a special teamer, which he's one of the top ones in the league. And I think he knows that eventually he'll get a shot, for some reason whatsoever, and he'll be ready.
Have you historically?
Yeah, Keely Ringo might get another spot, another try to he might get another title shot here. Keely Ringo, I love Keely Ringo. He's a freakish athlete, man, but he's got to put it together. He has got to put it together. You lost this job to a Dory Jackson. Dory Jackson shouldn't hold a candle to you. No disrespect to a Dory Jackson, but he don't have the talent, the size, the all this. He don't have that. He ain't got it. You do. You should be able to do something with that. I just don't get why you can't put it together. You should be able. And we had really high hopes. Me personally, I had high hopes for you. So hopefully, if you do get a shot at the title, you don't drop it no more. That's all I can ask. Just don't drop that thing. All right. Well, look, Nick Sirianni spoke to the media about what happened on the sidelines with Jalen Hurts and Kevin Patullo. And he pretty much said, Kevin Patullo called those plays, y'all. Kevin Patullo called those plays in the second half. It was so drastically different that we thought that Jalen Hurts was just out there vetoing plays. And it seemed like that. It most definitely seemed like from what we seen in the first half to what we seen in the second half. Like, I mean, we went to the second half with like -1 yard. It was horrible. And then we come out in the second half and it was just a totally different offense. So he did confirm Kevin Patullo called those plays. But Jalen Hurts went over there and let him know what was going on. So he said, in his words, he said, Kevin called those plays in the second half versus the Rams. He said, but let's not make no mistake about it. Jalen does a great job of communication. He said that Jalen also sees the field really, really well, and sometimes don't even have to come over there and look at the pad. He knows what happened before he get over there. And he said there's times he'll say what happened. They'll go look at the pictures, and it's exactly what happened. So let's not get confused. Jalen Hurts downloaded them in that first half, understood what they were doing, what they was trying to take away, and Kevin Patullo was able to make something on the fly that gave us a chance to win that game. And I'm gonna tell you something. I think this is better than Jalen just calling the plays. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why before y'all start tearing me up in here. If Jalen's just calling plays, that's a little scary because at some point Kevin Patullo is going to be calling plays again. They hadn't gave the reins of play calling to Jalen Hurts. You know, I would say that's something you need to think about if Jalen Hurts is calling the plays anyway. But if Kevin Patullo called those second half plays, he is very capable at attacking teams because that's what it looked like. Those plays didn't look safe. Those look like attacking plays. And so that means he is very capable of calling attacking, stressing on the defense kind of plays. That makes me happy because the next time he calls plays, it might be slow. It might be slow. And because of this interaction, I think Jalen Hurts will feel a little more comfortable, and he probably won't be, that he went super emotional, but he probably won't come in there with so much frustration. Because he know that he can go in there and he can talk to his OC and be like, look, you know what I'm saying, that ain't working. This is what they doing. They've been doing this on this down. He's been doing this on that down. He's been doing that on that. And then they can adjust and go ahead and attack the team. So I do want people to know games could start slow. I don't think that we'll come out throwing and stuff like that in the beginning of games. The defense is really gonna have to hold us in the beginning of games, like first downs. First quarters. Hopefully not too deep in the second quarter, but first quarters and stuff like that. I think our defense is gonna have to have our back for those first quarters because we're not gonna score that fast if Kevin Patullo likes to stick to his script. So I think this is so much better. That means he's capable of doing it, man. So I'm loving this. I'm loving this part of the growth, and we saw it on a game. So you know what I'm saying, we ain't gotta wait to the next game. We know it's available. You know, it's an option. It's unlike just going game after game after game with the same thing. So we are in a pretty good spot. Let's get into AJ Brown. AJ Brown was met in the locker room by another Eagles great receiver, man. Deshaun Jackson met AJ Brown in the locker room after a big game. And on that note, man, let's just run the film.
Replaces Saquon Barkley on 2nd and 13. Hurts down the sideline. There's Brown. He's got it against Durant.
Seeing through those things and identifying them.
2nd down. Brown end zone. He's got it for the touchdown.
And that's all they needed to just give that extra beat.
And the Rams get pressure. This is their strength, the pass rush. Here they come after Hurts. It's picked up. It's floated to the outside. And Brown used his strength to rip it away. A.J. Brown. Room.
Yeah. Ayo. Yeah. Yeah, A.J. Brown went in there and tore it up, bro. He played like a man possessed. You know, he wouldn't allow dudes to tackle him. He was attacking the ball. You know what I'm saying? Look, ayo. That's all I got for y'all, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and turn those post notifications on so you don't miss no video. And we out. Let's go Birds.